everybody, and welcome once again to the official Age of Empires stream here on Mixer.com/Age of Empires. I'm Joe Holmes, Community Manager for the Age of Empires franchise.
And I am Jen Godwin, Community Coordinator for the Age of Empires franchise.
And this handsome gentleman behind us right here is Elliot Hung up in Vancouver at Relic Entertainment. How are you, Elliot?
I'm good. How are you doing, Joe?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. Okay, we are going to jump in pretty quick here, you guys. So we are doing some Age of Empires Definitive Edition today. If you have Age of Empires Definitive Edition, you want to play with us, go ahead, jump into the lobby browser at mixer.com/Age of Empires, and we'll wait for the lobby to fill up. We had a couple of people already join, and it looks like one of them dropped, so there's a couple of spots left right now if you want to jump in.
Yeah.
In the meantime, how's everybody doing? It's good to have you guys in chat. We're streaming right now to twitch.tv/Age of Empires, mixer.com/Age of Empires. You can find all of our stuff on social, on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, /Age of Empires, Age of Empires game. You find it all. How are people doing?
Chat's doing good. I'm pretty sure Cleaning Crew 88 and 14 Dark Days are trying to pick up Elliot, so that's fun. And Decemvir can't join this time because they're preparing dinner, which is A, sad, but B, I think gives us a better chance to win.
Sounds delicious.
So.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got Nymph and Gregory Kozak in. So if you guys team up to
sound producers.
If you guys stream up to 2, yeah, let's we'll just hit this.
Do we want to open it up so we do a 2v2v2 or?
Let's that would be fun, but let's go ahead and do this first one. I guess we could do a 2v2v2 if we end up with a little extra space. So yeah, let's open it up for a second. If it doesn't happen, then we'll just go right into it.
Yeah. Mr. GPN would play with us, but he's too busy playing our other game, Age of Empires 2. Which, you know what, is fair. It's also very fun. Thunderhawk771 says, have this on phone. Are you watching Mixer on the phone, or are you asking for Age of Empires on the phone? That's, those are two very different things, and one of them is possible.
We have 2 more spots open if people want to join. We're going to give you guys just another couple of seconds to jump in there if you want to do that. Otherwise, we'll just do a 2v2 like we originally planned.
There's
one. There's Grain Psalm.
We need one more.
Hey,
cool. We did it.
And Extradicator. Very nice.
And everybody's got pretty good ping. It looks like we're going to be good to go. Yay.
Right on. Team 3 for Grain Psalm and Extradicator, and then we will hit ready up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's do this.
That's one thing. Okay, cool. And then looks like they're about ready to go. We're all in the same version. We're ready to rock.
Yay.
So how's everybody doing today? It is good to see you guys. It feels like so long.
I feel like that's just because we're busy, because it's always a week.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, man, it feels like it's been like a month. And I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're good to go. Let's hit it. Yeah, let's hit it, Elliot.
Starting?
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, let's do it. Radiated Elk would like to know what this is. This is Age of Empires. Welcome to our stream. Age of Empires is a 20-year-old RTS series of games, and this is the remastered version of our first game, and it's pretty awesome. So come watch, see what it's like.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing that we're looking at a game from 1997 right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just the amount of detail that's gone into remastering this game on like its original engine really is just incredible. So let's go ahead and hop over to see what Elliot's got. Elliot's the Phoenicians. He's got a pretty good start over here. Already building his house, and he's got his villagers working and scouting around.
Nice setup for trees and
find out what's going on.
There.
And
That's
as
nice.
always, I like to hit that in-game tech tree, which is a new feature in the Definitive Edition. Originally, you had to have that big folding
giant
paper
poster that gets like this big when you
absolutely
unfold
crazy. So, so Elliot's got his woodworkers, his woodcutters work 15% faster and carry additional wood. Phoenicians also get some elephant bonuses, so you get some cheaper elephants. That makes elephant rushes that much fun.
Because elephant rushes are my favorite.
And on a water map like this, he's going to have a bit of an advantage if he hits that Iron Age, because those catapult triremes and juggernauts have a firing bonus. But it'll be a minute before we get to that. So this is actually going to be great for him because woodcutters cut wood faster, which means he can build boats faster, which means Elliot's in a pretty good position to sort of dominate this this map as as far as like just straight bonuses go. Let's jump over to Sithwind, I think, is on your team, who's got the Egyptians. The Egyptians are a really good beginner civilization. And we'll just pop back out to here. They get extra gold, which again is going to be really great in the Iron Age. Mm-hmm. So this team really wants to push to aging up as fast as possible. It doesn't necessarily want a super aggressive early game, spending a lot of resources, but will be able to, if they make it, the Egyptians can mine gold faster, Elliot can mine wood faster, or can chop wood faster, go into the wood mines. And they'll be able to sort of trade together and really, really dominate in terms of economy. And of course, Egyptian priests are some of the best in the game, with additional range there.
So DeSol has a pretty important question that I think we should hit on here in the chat, asking why they haven't gotten a response after sending a detailed support message. Let me just say, thank you very much for sending your details. That is helping us, figure out the problem and work on a solution for it. But also, just let me let you know, we don't have time and the manpower to respond to every single message. But we are reading them, and we are taking that information, and we are using it to fix the game. So know that we are reading your messages, and we very much appreciate getting that information from you.
Yeah, absolutely. All of the information that goes into that comes to us. If you guys, some people have had some trouble starting up the game or downloading the game. In some cases, it's because it's the computer. The computer is below min spec, and people sort of buy it and try to play it on that, and they run into trouble. But in a lot of cases, there are fixes that we've found, and so if you're having trouble, if you've gone through some troubleshooting steps, head over to our support page at ageofempires.com/support. That has just a ton of steps that you can take to try and troubleshoot, find out whether it's your hardware, find out if it's, in some cases, an antivirus program could be configured incorrectly, just to sort of eliminate those possibilities. Then if that doesn't work, go ahead and send us that information, and we will get to it as soon as possible. And we are actually working on fixes to all of those.
Yep, we actually put out our latest content update yesterday with some fixes to the AI and to a couple other things. And we're working on the larger fixes for like crashing on launch and stuff like that right now. So bear with us, and we'll get it done.
Yeah, thank you for thanks for bringing that up, Jen. That's an important thing for people to know.
Almost equally as important, 14 Dark Days asks what my favorite civ is. So, basically the same level there.
What is your favorite civ?
It's hard to choose, but I do actually really, really like the Carthaginians. A, because it's fun to say, and B, because they've got a lot of bonuses to like elephant units and camel riders and stuff like that. And I basically just like feeling just like a total cool person riding in my army of elephants. So, also their fire galley bonus to attack is awesome because, again, I like giant ships that light things on fire. Like, that's just great for me.
Extradicator is looks like he's doing really well. He's got this storage pit over here and is just getting like all of the value out of it. Look at this. He's got 2 elephants. He's right by, oh, nope, there's no fish in there. Never mind. Oh. But he's right by wood. He's right by gold mine. He's got more meat over here. And he's getting a granary up right by these berries. So this is actually like these villagers. This is what you like to see in an early game. What's that?
He's already got a couple elephants down too.
Yeah, he's got both. He's got both of these elephants down. He's got just a ton of villagers. So we are going to see Extradicator, I think, really explode around the map here. This is great micro. All of his villagers are really, really efficient. Looks like they ate that entire elephant in like 10 seconds. And now he's got some of these. Now he's got these deer. And one strategy that's become pretty popular is to actually just kill all of the deer at once, and then build a storage pit right there by where the deer are.
Yeah.
Because it's true that when you hit an animal, it starts losing food pretty quickly. So you can see that it's like going down. There's only 139 food, whereas when I started talking, there was 141. So it goes down. So you do lose some food that way, but you lose. The theory is you lose a lot less than you would walking back and forth, having to chase that deer all the way down to the end. So this is a really great setup here for Extradicator. In addition to which, it looks like he's got a little hidden house up here on the top edge of his island, which is going to be kind of nice to just make sure that there's no landfall over here. It's like a little scouting house almost. Meantime, we've got Sithwind. Looks like he's one of the first into the water. Aside from Grain Song,
That's not true.
who's playing Shang.
I think I've got I've got the first dock out. Yeah, I've got 6 fishing boats.
Oh,
going.
okay. Good.
Hey, nice.
Sorry about that. I missed that. It looks like some people are fishing, some people aren't. It's always a good idea to. It's almost always a good idea to fish, if it's possible.
Yep.
If you have enough wood,
that you just get.
exactly. If you have enough wood, you definitely want to do this as quickly as possible. Gregory Kozak here with the Paul Myrons is starting, but you can see, as opposed to Extradicator's awesome econ setup that he had going on, his villagers are having to walk pretty far to get to these fish. These fishing boats are luckily really close to this dock, but he's got a couple of idle villagers.
Speaking of Gregory,
he's way spread out. Go
Keen
ahead.
Flame in Twitch chat asks Gregory what time it is. I feel like I missed something because I don't understand that question, but I said it out loud. So
yeah, maybe somebody in chat can explain that. Grain Som also has a really good setup here. Got a granary here. Unfortunately, like this storage pit, you would maybe want to be closer to this stone mine and be like more like where this granary is, and maybe have this granary off on this side. But you know, it's totally possible that he didn't know about where that stone mine was when he built that.
He built that, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah,
okay,
like, oh,
hi.
dang it. Oh, dang it. Yeah.
I was gonna say a thing, and then it left my brain.
So something that I see less of in Age DE than in Age 2 is like house walls.
Mm-hmm. I know. I haven't seen like very many people doing that at all.
Yeah. So house, like in a map like this, maybe it doesn't make as much sense. But Age of Empires 2, like the meta is to like sort of use your houses as a barrier, like as an early wall, because you just sort of build between two trees, and then you're safe. But I see a lot more of this kind of behavior where you just sort of put your houses like out of the way.
Right, so that they can't get destroyed as easily. You're just like, no, they're just over here. Don't pay attention to those.
Or more just so they're not in the way of like when you want to place farms, when you want to do all that kind of thing. And I think part of that is because in Age of Empires Definitive Edition, houses support only 4 villagers instead of 5.
Yeah.
So that could be it. It just you have more houses taking up more space.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the Fire Nation on Twitch is very upset that there are no house walls. You can still do it. It's just not done as much in this game. It's fine.
Hey, Fire Nation, it's good to see you. By the way, I'm glad you're in back in chat. I feel like I haven't seen Fire Nation forever. It's been just so long.
There also chat is talking about the houses in AoE DE die a little bit faster than houses in Age of Empires 2. They're not quite as stout and sturdy.
Okay.
So that's also part of the strategy there. Sounds
when
like.
you're building them in the Tool Age, in the Stone Age, I can understand. They're basically just mud smacked
mud
slapped
and
together.
like some hay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let's check back in with Extradicator. Extradicator still got that machine running, and these guys. So if I were Extradicator, I think I would have wanted to build a storage pit down here next to all of this, because I think he lost a little bit more food than he would have otherwise. Yeah, possibly like right in here. These guys are having to walk over here, but if he was right in here, he'd still have one right by that gold mine. And now he's starting up those farms now that he's hit Stone Age and gotten his market down, which is somewhere He's all over. Extradicator has like these weird scout houses all over his island here, just to make sure that he knows what's up.
I mean, I guess that's a good way to scout and not get housed. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty smart.
Just, I mean, houses don't cost very much wood at all. So if you have a ton of people on that wood, as Extradicator does, that's gonna help him out quite a bit.
Twitch chat is still talking about our mud and hay stacked together housing, and overused Chew Toy says, rustic home living, 1 bedroom, $500,000. You must be from Seattle.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right for the housing market around here. First person up to Bronze Age, we've got Sithwind. He's got that government center down, which means he's about to put down another town center around here somewheres, and we got our first chariot archers. Of course, the Egyptian chariots come with additional HP, so he's making use of that early of that Bronze Age Egyptian advantage. Scythe chariots are another popular choice for Egyptians for the same reason. So Elliot and Sithwind are right now in the lead in terms of score, and look, you can see these Egyptians zooming around. That's because he's researched wheel. So those Egyptian villagers are going to just snowball this lead if nothing happens to stop them. But we can see. And we've got those fishing ships upgraded. So not only are the villagers going faster, but so are the fishing ships. So Sithwind is sort of starting to pull ahead here. But I expect that we will soon see a clash between Extradicator and Sithwind. Definitely, Extradicator is at a disadvantage because of Sithwind's being already in the Bronze Age. Not sure if Extradicator has even clicked up yet, and if not, he should definitely do that. I was really bullish on Extradicator's chances earlier on, but it's been a minute since Sithwind has gotten into that Bronze Age, and so I'm a little bit worried. There we go. Okay, good. Extradicator is the second person in.
I was gonna say he's got like a pretty decent economy going. I don't know why he's lagging behind, but he's not. I mean, barely.
And I mean, I say lagging behind. Sithwind was the first person to get up there, and still nobody else is up there. I'm just worried because they're on each other's borders, you know, and so we're going to see some. I think we're going to see some naval clashes before too long,
which is always fun.
I'm surprised we haven't seen any ships, any scout ships coming to harass these already, and I expect that. One or both of these guys is starting up a navy right now.
Radiated Elk says, "What about Elliot?"
What about Elliot?
He's got some
What about Elliot? What's going on, Elliot?
Stuff
How's it going? We got some scouts. We got some simple war vessels going on with Elliot over there. He's got his town center rolling. He's got some bowmen. Getting ready to rock. It's always good to have a little bit of defense there.
Very neat and tidy rows of houses. I like it.
Absolutely. He's completely deforested this area, so he had to move on down.
I feel
down
like
to here.
Elliot, your like island here is a bit more claustrophobic than some of the others.
Yeah,
it's a very small little like peninsula you've got over here.
Just the shape of this. There's like all of this stuff down here, but look at this. There's nothing down here.
Yeah, you got trees where you were, and that's like pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah. So he's really got nothing to go for. Looks like.
Oh no! Well, that villager almost got that lion. It was close.
Yeah. Villager's delicious. Okay, so that lion took out one of your vills, but he looks like he's doing okay now.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. And let's see. Looks like this is still fairly nice.
It's peaceful at the moment.
Fairly peaceful over here.
You guys are all getting along really well.
I would make sure, Elliot, that you guys had locked teams set up, because if I were Sithwind and Extradicator, I'd just be like, okay, switching teams right now. Doing it.
No, I made sure that there's no treachery available. No, teams are locked. Made sure that's the first option I clicked.
Oh God!
Okay, good.
Radiated Elk says, "Harvest the villager." Oh no! Don't do that.
Oh, no.
We are not cannibals here.
I don't think that's a tech you can research in this game. Although I wouldn't be surprised if somebody mods it in later. Okay, and we've got a little bit of action going in here. First war galley fight. We got one war galley. We got two war galleys. I would have maybe sent this war galley to harass some of this fishing fleet.
Yeah.
Possibly instead of trying to take down that house. But I think Extradicator was maybe just distracted on his micro. Didn't realize that his his war galley
That's
had
fair.
had
There's a
gone
lot to
aggro.
micro in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot going on, especially when you've got all of these docks, all of these ships. Extradicator with a transport over there. And then looks like there's another war galley, an Egyptian war galley that's going to join the fight. Couple of war galleys here. Okay, so we're starting to beef up our navy here pretty well. And Extradicator, or I'm sorry, Sithwind has gotten an awful lot of his resources already.
Yeah, that is just
okay,
a
here we go.
huge deforested chunk right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Voodoo GTS says water is pretty. Agreed. I love the water.
The water's
probably
one of my
favorite
favorites.
part.
Yep.
And Chenla says, why is no one transporting cavalry to harass? We did see a transport ship, so maybe we'll see some of that. I do think it would be a very solid strategy to kind of just try and sneak people in there before the water fighting starts.
Absolutely, getting some harassment, getting some disruption on this Egyptian economy or on Extradicator's economy down here, the Sumerian economy, and we see Extradicator actually starting to wall off down here because we do have some chariot archers coming in, and he doesn't finish that wall in time, and that is just the story.
Ah, bummer.
That is the story of Age of Empires Definitive Edition. Really,
it does seem like
it's just
it
like,
these
oh,
last
I
few
didn't wall in time. Didn't wall in time. Oh no! It's like we got a little bit of lag here, and that can happen in a P2P environment. We do have 7 people on this connection, including us. So it's we've got short swordsman. Extradicator's short swordsman did take out one of these chariot archers, but these archers are just in this economy, and that is going to spell trouble. All of these villagers are coming in, and they're just not going to do enough damage. But
they are trying really.
But
hard,
they're coming
though.
in. They're coming in. This is pretty smart. They're coming in to get within that chariot archer's minimum range, so the chariot archer can't hit anybody who's that close. So he has to kind of focus out there, and Extradicator is doing a really good job of
microing all these villagers.
Stopping his villagers from really getting wounded. And that, that really
worked out way better than I was anticipating.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's taken out like 4 of those chariot archers at this point.
And of course, these chariot archers do have an additional third of their HP. So this is a pretty good chariot archer rush here, and with that short swordsman going down, there's really nobody here to harass. Oh, there we go. We've got a camel rider coming in. So how's chat doing? I haven't checked in a minute.
They are, well, okay. Bugatti Chiron 74 says, not as pretty as Sea of Thieves water. I'm wounded. But also, I mean, come on, their game's all water. Of course, they worked really, really, really hard on it. At least I would hope so.
I mean, everybody here is super excited for Sea of Thieves.
I'm so excited for Sea of Thieves.
I completely, of course. Like, I completely am excited for Sea of Thieves. Extradicator's fishing ships are sort of crowding this one whale over here, which is not necessarily ideal given the
look, that whale is better than all of those other whales, okay?
That whale is super tasty. This is going really well. I'm liking the harassment that we're seeing here. Extradicator seems to have the upper hand in this naval race with the Egyptians here, with Sithwind, and I'm not sure if people can see each other. That's one of the things that we don't have just yet in spectator mode, is what resources or what technologies people have researched.
Yes,
but if either Elliot or Sithwind researches writing at the government center, they'll be able to see each other's exploration, and in that case, Elliot might be tempted to come and help out. But look at these war galleys. I said Extradicator had the upper hand, and then, here came the Armada.
Yeah, and then that happened. By the way,
I'm coming as well.
Yay!
All right, here he comes.
Speaking of that one poor whale, Radiated Elk says, no, save it. Save the whales. I'm not sure we could take you seriously there since you were advocating cannibalism earlier. But all right.
Fair play. That's great. And at this point now, we've got almost everybody up into the Bronze Age. We've got Extradicator and Sithwind up into the Iron Age. And like I said before, those Iron Age upgrades, the Egyptians are going to have an advantage in that location or in that age because of their faster gold mining. Those expensive Iron Age units are going to come that much easier. And then once Elliot gets up there and starts getting, if he goes through all of that research to get the catapult triremes and the juggernauts, he is going to be quite the threat on the water, especially if he can leverage some of his allies' gold.
His island did look pretty sparse. Have you found it? Have you got any gold and stone?
He's got like a little bit of gold over here. Yeah,
there we go. Okay, there's just no trees on the rest of the island.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. He's got a little bit of gold. He's got a good amount of infantry here. So Elliot is sort of ready. He's definitely prepped to defend here. And he's got some war galleys to defend his own stuff as well. And let's check in with Nymph 137. Seems to have he's building an army over here. Okay, good. But is fallen a little bit behind. Oh, in fact, I think Nymph resigned. Oh. So that's actually what happened. I missed that notification because I'm not actually getting into game audio.
XB1 Phenom asks, is it free for all our teams? We do have teams. We've got, I think, 3 teams of 2. Yeah.
Yep.
3 teams of 2.
The Extradicator tried to drop a town center over here, but was definitely caught. Got caught by Gregory Kozak, and it probably won't be able to really gain a foothold from this. The archery range could be helpful if he comes in at a different point, possibly, but it doesn't look like that's what's going on right now. So Extradicator trying to handle, and oh my gosh, look at this. Here comes the Palmyran, or the Phoenician Armada, sorry. Taking in those stone throwers, and we've got our first triremes of the map here on the Egyptian side.
It's going to be some interesting naval versus land battles here.
Oh yeah,
Never
absolutely.
seems to go well for the land units.
Absolutely, and it looks like I missed a battle down here. Sorry about that.
Goodness.
Sorry about that action, you guys. Yeah, all of these poor horses, camels, stone throwers. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and Extradicator is feeling the beat down here. He's going to lose his government center, which means he's not going to be able to build any more town centers like he was trying to over here until he gets that back up. But he has upgraded to medium walls, so basically all that he needs to do is really concentrate all of his stuff back here where those mean ships can't get him at this point, but he has definitely lost control of the waves over here, and I don't see that changing anytime soon unless he can get some villagers out onto other islands, and that's, I think, what he's going to have to do in order to make that happen.
Twitch chat's being salty. Apparently, that was a Phoenician ship, not a Palmyran ship.
I said I corrected myself. I said Phoenician.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, Overused Tutoy was offended at first.
Yes.
Says, I can understand mistaking them for Carthaginian ships, but this crosses the line.
They're next to each other in the alphabet. I'm sorry, guys.
Building destruction.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's just
water
and
so building
fun.
Destruction
Just
are
watch this for a second
pretty
here.
much my favorite things about this game, which is a real bummer because then like I get distracted by my own buildings being destroyed, and I'm like, ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I mean it's almost a reward, right? Like look at that. It's just gorgeous. And oh yeah. Beautiful. That's just that's too pretty. It's too pretty. So Extradicator is just feeling the burn here. And these triremes are just kind of making sure that
shooting at everything.
Anything that's within range, basically. So anytime Sithwin wants upgrades their range or their damage or anything, that's just going to get lock off more of the map. And look at these scythe chariots over here, just ready to rock. They just came off of this heavy transport, and they're coming in to wipe up the things that.
Goodness, look at those.
That Extradicator can't, Sithwin's ships can't reach. They are going to have these chariots are going to put up a fight, but again, these Egyptian chariots
is that a burn?
Have a little bit more of a little bit more HP. What's going on? What's going on with
says, well, if you can't get good, you must find satisfaction at your own destruction. Look, I know, but
yeah.
Ooh.
But it's at least it's fun. At least it's a little bit fun to lose, you know? Like, yeah.
I've always like I am still learning to be good at Age of Empires, and so I always have fun losing.
Yeah.
It's a great game to like lose at, which sounds really weird, but I think it's a sign of a good game when you can have fun not winning it.
Exactly. And in the meantime, Extradicator looks like he did get a bit of a foothold over here. Did get his an additional town center up, and has a couple of military places here. But Gregory Kozak wisely parked some cavalry over here to handle any archers that might build up from this. I think Extradicator's likely trying to get some of these horse archers going, because those can be really, really nasty if you get enough of them.
Very true.
So he's kind of hiding out over here, getting ready, hopefully, to make another surge into a different area, because with Sithwin's the Eye of Sauron coming down on him, he's going to have a tough time coming back.
Those orange farms with the like clay pots in them definitely looked like they were on fire just from a glance there for a second. I was like, oh no, your farm's on. Oh nope, never mind, you're good.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Haven't checked in with the Shang over here for quite a while, so let's see what's happening with Grain Som. Looks like Elliot has brought his triremes to bear, so that's real good, and has really taken out just a whole heap of mining things over here. He's got war galleys. Grain Som has some war galleys, but is just as not going to be able to handle.
Well for those war galleys.
Yeah, I mean, Grain Som is actually still in the Bronze Age here, so he's going to have some. He's going to bring. Elliot is bringing the pain. Bringing the pain with these Phoenician
Proud of
ships.
you, Elliot.
doing real great. He's going to have a hard time sort of fending off this attack, and just like Extradicator is probably going to get beaten back from that shoreline a little bit. Anything that he wanted to do on that shoreline is going to kind of get
done at this
kind of get tough.
Yeah.
This is a tough spot for Elliot though, because his ships can't all fit, into this.
That's a very good place
into this harbor.
Yeah,
so it's kind of nice actually for the dock, but there is enough room for this armada to kind of get in there and take out that dock. But you can only get so many at a time. And meantime, we have some. Looks like Extradicator was able to get enough academy units to come at these cavalry, and these academy units are just going to really, really take a whole bunch of. They can tank a whole bunch of damage. They've got 20 attack, 7 armor, plus an additional 6 armor from upgrades. They are just really, really doing some
serious damage.
Damage here. So this is a bit of a surprise, I would guess, for Gregory Kozak, because I don't think he was actually expecting this academy rush once he got rid of these archery ranges over here. I think that was as much as he really knew he wanted to handle. And Extradicator even has a temple over here. I haven't seen any priests come out, but we might get some Wololows, everybody.
That would be pretty great.
Be ready. Be ready for some Wololows. But Gregory Kozak looks like he might be in for some damage, because he's not only got problems from Extradicator, but also from Sithwind, who's coming in to compete for for Gregory Kozak's.
Too many names, Jeff. Too many names.
Extradicator. It took me like half of the game to just start saying that right, and now I can't stop saying it. It's one of those things. I've already got Palmyrans and Phoenicians going on in the same breath.
Game,
so it's a little bit crazy. And that watchtower is just going to melt down. And I think this is going to spell the end. That's GG. And yeah, that's just beautiful to watch. That's going to spell the end for Gregory Kozak, I believe. I don't know how many villagers he has left, but he can't be enough to defend and rebuild all of this stuff unless he has a ship secretly somewhere else. I think the only there he is. He GG'd just there.
Good job, Gregory. Though that was a solid try.
Yeah, the only hope I think for Gregory, or for anybody who's really feeling the burn at this point, is to actually go up to Nymph 137's island, because that has been almost almost completely ignored since the
alone.
beginning of the
just
game
go move into
when
his
Nymph
village.
dropped out. So, and that was a bit of a tough break. Of course, to lose a teammate means that you're not going to do as well, and you're going to kind of get hooked.
Picked on.
Yeah, get picked on a little bit there. In addition to which, that probably helped out Sithwind and Elliot an awful lot because Nymph was directly between them, so they couldn't they didn't get harassed.
Yeah.
They only got harassed from one
Just
side.
got to hang out with each other and
That really
build up
helped.
their military.
Yeah, exactly. And being able to turtle as the Egyptian Phoenician team is pretty powerful because once you get to that Iron Age, Elliot's building these cheap elephants now, and Sithwind is building those really strong chariots, and the Phoenician juggernauts and catapult triremes
There's
are
a bunch
just
of elephants.
crazy.
Does Elliot have a bunch of elephants?
It's got that catapult trireme with that.
We only saw it for like half a second, but I'm very excited to see what happens with those.
Oh yeah, we got some elephants. We got some elephants, and I don't think anybody's going to really be able to bring the heat to Elliot and Sithwind at this point, but we could. I've been surprised before, and Extradicator and Grainsom could possibly come back. Although, I mean, look at all of this wood and gold that's gone into these into this navy. So I think the only option now is to sort of break the blockade and somehow swing into Elliot's base with massive land army. But then, I mean,
He's
you
also
get there.
protected by elephants, and
You get there, and he's got like 30 elephants.
And
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough uphill battle. But Extradicator did a really, really good job of swinging in here when he got basically just wrecked on the waves by Sithwind and Elliot.
His army and kind of village itself, though, looks like it's pretty split up there. Looking at the mini map, so. Might be hard to defend his home spread out fighting other people.
Yep. And Extradicator and Sithwind, of course, racing for gold here. They're just both mining on the same node, but Sithwind's, in addition to having additional miners, is going to have additional speed for that. And Sithwind sees this Sumerian army coming at him, tries to rush this tower up. He does get the ballista tower up, but it is going to melt, I think, pretty quickly to these phalanx. And they're gonna be able to. Let's just watch this. Let's just watch this guy collapse. We got a little bit of lag here. That does happen time to time.
It does.
On depending on where people are from and their connections. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That house right there is just
there
we go.
It's like kicking over a sandcastle in terms of how how satisfying it is.
And how mean.
So these phalanx were able to chase him off that node, but here come these war elephants to wreck these phalanxes. And those phalanxes are gonna go down pretty slowly. I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
this war elephant
tough.
is just not going to deal enough damage quickly enough to really take these guys out on their own.
I feel like he's not using his elephantness to the best of his ability. Like, you could just walk on that guy. Like, that would do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's just crunchy. Just like crunch his armor there a little bit. Elephant Archer will probably likely have a little bit better luck because that pierce armor on that phalanx has only one pierce armor, so that's gonna do a lot more damage. These ballista towers have helped definitely with this map control, but at this point, Extradicator's gotten a lot of value out of this, and when you look at Sithwind's, Sithwind can continue to sort of fight here, but Extradicator has a pretty strong foothold, so I would expect him to come out ahead on any fight toe-to-toe on this map. Oh, but here comes Elliot's crazy
Giant
armada. And we got some catapult triremes here. We're going to see some of those. Yep, we could see this catapult trireme firing.
God, that looks so great.
Firing with an additional speed. Usually these guys are nice and slow, but this, oh, wow, what a shot.
Fire and
Boom,
giant rocks.
Took down all of those. Whoa! Oh my goodness, that guy didn't know what hit him. Of course, those catapult triremes can also do friendly fire, so you have to be a little bit careful. You got to micro a little bit more carefully, especially when you've got a buddy.
I mean, it looks
there.
like it's going pretty well for him, though.
Yeah, but this is pretty crazy, especially with this little inlet here that gives I mean, you can see like that gives Elliot access to like this whole swath of the map.
Yeah.
And here come those elephants that Elliot, I didn't even see them unload.
Getting down here, I know.
This is going crazy. I haven't checked in with chat for a while. How's chat doing?
Chat's doing good. Retro Vertigo says, this game looks great. And I mean, obviously they know they're retro games with that username. So thank you very much.
Jen, are we going to be doing any giveaways this stream?
Well, we will now.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that it's 10:40. It's about time to do a giveaway, and I think this is gonna be about it. We've got Grainstorm also GG'd, so Extradicator is the last man standing in the way of this epic Phoenician Egyptian
Squeaky Joystick.
army.
This is the PC version. There is no Xbox version. This is a PC exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if everybody would like to join for this giveaway, all you got to do is head over to mixer.com/Age of Empires and be logged in. That's it. That's all you got to do to be in. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get in there, and then we'll go ahead and start that giveaway.
And this is pretty great gameplay here. I mentioned earlier how going up to Nymph 137's island would be a really great idea. It looks like Extradicator sort of like swung around and grabbed another player's island here to just sort of try and make some get that survival going. But it looks like he is going to get wiped off of this island entirely.
Wave of elephants is just so impressive.
Just entirely wiped, and you can see like, and just looking at this mini map here, just seeing like this huge armada is all over the place, and in fact it might constitute overkill. Depends, but let's see. I think there are no villagers of any kind left on Extradicator's original island, so his only hope right now, he's got sort of an additional one additional outpost where he's continuing to build. I admire his chutzpah.
He is really trying
Here, but I think he's probably gonna.
While we watch that,
he's got another fire
sad
going.
resource gathering. I'm gonna go ahead and start this giveaway.
Yes, absolutely.
There we
It's
go.
probably the best way to go.
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Juvenile
Okay, cool.
won the giveaway. That's a fun username.
Juvenile, congrats.
Congrats to
I
Juvenile.
will whisper at you on Mixer how to claim that code.
All right, perfect. Well, I think we're pretty close to the end here, and in fact, Elliot, what do you say we end this one and start like a death match or something like that? Because as great as it would be to see Extradicator sort of come back here, I don't think that it'll make the best viewing experience to see him sort of island hop from place to place. Does that sound good?
Sounds great to me.
All right.
Is he going to resign or?
I'm not sure if Extradicator is actually watching the chat, so I'm not sure that he would know to do so. He's doing a great job, but I think we could just resign and start a new one.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
awesome.
good.
GG to everybody. That was fun. Maybe we should just give him a warning here. Oh yeah, I can't actually chat because I'm a spectator.
Is there a way to all chat or?
Yeah.
Albertus asked, did I come here too late for the giveaway? You did miss that one,
All
but I think we'll do another one before the end here. So give us maybe 10 more minutes and we'll start another one up before we leave.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds good. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump out and check on that timeline. This, having Nymph lost, I think we lost her around the 19 minute mark. That was really, really tough. That really allowed Sithwin to catch his wind, and Elliot also. And there just wasn't enough. As the Shang, you really, really want to get that explosion early, and Grainstorm just didn't get there. Extradicator did a great job, but wasn't able to carry. And then Gregory Kozak, I really admire how much awesome
push there in the middle was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was really great pushing that back.
While we're going over this, you guys should head over to Age of Empires Definitive Edition and get ready to jump in a game with us if you'd like to join in for a death match. I think we'll probably start just in the Iron Age, full on, everybody go crazy, build all the stuff, and attack each other.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it. Just gonna do it real quick.
Great.
Let's do a slightly smaller map than huge, maybe.
Probably.
And we'll spectate once again. So yeah, we're just gonna start. We're just gonna rock. Dare December is in the chat.
December, you've done dinner.
I was just waiting for it. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm here. Hooray! And we'll wait for 2 more folks, or we'll just wait like 2 more minutes and just see who jumps in. Kinzo Plus, welcome. We love playing with the community here. By the way, like we're here to answer your questions, hang out with you guys, but like really, what I love doing is seeing everybody.
XB1 Phenom says,
you want to just do a free for all?
Do a land map, please. And
do what kind of map?
Sorry,
a map with more land.
Land map. Okay.
And Sith Wind says,
which map do you guys
want?
Let's do like hill country, I guess. We'll just do hill country.
Done.
We'll skip. Yep, good.
Sweet.
Cool. Boom. Ready up.
Let's do it.
Dare December rocking the Chosan.
Nice.
Everybody else randoming in. And we're just waiting on Nelly and Dare December to ready up. And then we'll be ready to go. Ka-chow. Okay, cool. Once again, you guys, you can see all of our stuff. You'll get all of our news and everything at ageofempires.com. Follow us on Facebook, on Twitter. That's where we're the most active and where you're virtually guaranteed to get a response if you have any questions. If you're having any difficulties with the game, head to support. Head to ageofempires.com/support to get your ticket in. We have tons and tons of solutions. Some people are having trouble with the game. We want you guys to get in, want you guys to play. It's really actually only affecting like a small number of people. Almost everybody can get in and play. Those folks who are having trouble, we want you to solve that issue.
Yeah.
So go in there, check it out. Make sure that your computer is actually up to the task of doing it, because some people we've found have like their computer actually just doesn't meet the min spec, which is too bad.
JMNIV says, will you be playing HDE till the next DE or title release, or switch to H2 again? I think we'll probably stick with this for a while because it is a ton of fun, but after that we'll probably start switching back and forth. I know you guys love it when we play Age 2 as well, so yeah, we'll just play it by ear, go back and forth a bit.
All right, and Elliot has randomed into the Greeks, who once again have cheaper academy units, and their academy units move faster. So those nasty hoplites and phalanxes that we saw last time will be of particular use here. He's got a storage pit going to make sure that he doesn't run out of wood in this quick game here. We are doing a free-for-all. Is that correct, Elliot?
Yes, free for all.
Cool.
Sweet.
And our favorite Phoenicians from last game, everybody remembers that they're not Palmyrans. They are a naval civ, so it's not quite as great, but those elephant units are a lot cheaper. So that's going to be useful, as well as, if you ever run out of wood for some reason, you can just keep on trucking on those. He's already got some armored elephants going.
I mean, I would too if we were in the post-imperial age.
I'm interested to see where these villagers think they're going. I think they're gonna come up. Builders.
That's not good. No, go
Kinzo
away.
Plus.
Go away. No.
Oh no. No. Oh no. And they're definitely coming up to build that ballista tower. That is what I was expecting.
No.
He's got these academies may or may not get those get these centurions out in
I did not
time.
realize we were playing on very fast.
Oh yeah, this is very fast mode. Boom. Oh no, and there's that ballista tower. That is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Elliot.
Oh no, Elliot.
I feel like these death matches always end in Elliot's death first.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody has the resources.
He's got these ballista towers.
Go.
Yeah, they just find Elliot, and I feel like possibly there's some stream sniping going on here. Did we go on with map explored, Elliot? Is that where we started?
No, we didn't actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So definitely,
find ya.
Definitely, I expect that Kinzo Plus maybe did some was like, I know where Elliot is. Let's go find him.
You know what? I won't even judge.
These are very casual games.
Yeah,
we don't mind. Like
here.
Obviously there's some spoilers going on.
Everybody
Like
wants to pick on Elliot. So it's fine.
Elliot knows where.
You know what, guys? I got my win today. I'm happy.
Yeah, that was great. You had a very impressive naval and elephant force.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I am going to start one last giveaway. So everybody who's not in-game wrecking Elliot, hop in to mixer.com/ageofempires. Make sure you're signed in, and then we'll start that giveaway.
Kinzo Plus says, GG, sorry I was so close. Yeah, Kinzo just kind of walked in and made this his now. This is, hi, this is mine. And Elliot QQing a little bit over here. Okay. So let's see what's going on. We've got Sentry Towers up here. Nelly has
Looking
not
to protect from a raid like that
has
one.
not upgraded his towers. And this is a little bit more of a standoff. Yeah, we got some Helopolises is here. I love that word. Helopoli probably. And we are Legion. Look at these guys just pumping out of these barracks. Just barracks.
There are so
barracks.
many.
The Chosun. Once again, let's run down to these guys. Their legions are super buffed. Their towers have an additional range, and they have cheaper priests, which is nice. So Elliot, yeah, GG Elliot.
Lord.
Sorry about that. And oh my goodness, these Helopoli.
You know what? The perk
just
is
gonna
here,
melt
though,
these
now
legions.
that I've died. I'm in spectate mode, so I can join you on spectating.
All right,
Hey,
good. This is quite a battle over here. This is just going nuts. And these legions are pretty expensive. I mean, they do cost 15 gold, so this can't happen forever. But so do these Helopolises. I mean, look at how much those Helopolises cost for gold. There's 80. So even if they're trading, these legions are trading, and oh my goodness, there's just so many things happening at once. Even if these legions are only getting these siege weapons down, at a 1-to-4 ratio, they're still doing great. I don't love the strategy of rushing these towers. I really think he needs to be focusing down these Helopoli.
Well. Yeah, I think that would be a very good idea for him, but you know what?
Like,
this is fun to watch.
But these Chosun legions keep on coming, and the fact is he's still keeping the pressure on. You know what I mean? Like, so these ballista towers, now that he has upgraded them, those ballista towers are keeping these siege weapons at bay. But these legions, I think, like this army of legion only is not going to work long term.
I think those two down at the bottom there just popped up. Like, he's managing to build more siege towers up there, so that's
exactly. Like, so this is not a winning strategy against these siege towers, but it's definitely working to melt. Like I said before, you can't outgold this because these legions they have additional HP. They're really doing a great job of tanking these sentry towers. Really, what I think Nelly needs to do is actually possibly drop some walls here.
Yeah.
Because that's really what these legions are having trouble with. Like, these sentry towers just aren't slowing those legions enough, and that's something that we've seen before. That you can, if you have a big enough army, no matter how many towers you have, you just walk right past it.
Shoot
you
that
need
many.
You need something to slow them down, and these legions just have so much health, and they're like, as fast as these Minoan siege workshops can pump these guys out, they're just getting melted down. So
That also being said, Kinzo is now swarming with elephants and starting to head down and putting some pressure on Orange here.
Go find the elephants.
Oh
Joe.
yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness. So this is about to get really interesting, because I mean the Minoans were really on their heels trying to defend against all these legions, and here comes
just a million elephants. Just so many.
Here comes Kinzo dropping his own towers, his own ballista towers. And this, I think, two-pronged assault is going to spell the end for the Minoans here. I don't think he's going to be able to defend against all of these. Although I'm interested to see now how Der Decemvir chooses to respond to this. If it were me, I would pull back, basically immediately, and try and turtle up while trying to let Kinzo sort of mop up the mess here, because I think these elephants are going to be hard enough as it is. This is a good move by Nelly, continuing to expand outward and backward.
Yeah.
You can see that these sentry towers are going to sort of provide another line of defense here. But I think he's done if he doesn't drop walls at some point. I think he needs to create a secondary line.
Defense
but this is
system,
not
yeah.
what Dare December has chosen to do. He is just keeping the pressure up. I think the best defense is good offense is what he's
going for.
Yeah,
right
is
now,
what he's going for here.
I promised to give away a few minutes
Yeah,
ago.
go,
and then
go,
got
go, go,
very
go.
distracted by all the
Yeah, we are
elephants.
super-
So here we go. We are starting it right now. 3, 2, 1.
Ka-chow.
A hostile Breaker 7 won the giveaway. Congratulations. I will whisper at you how to claim your prize.
And these Phoenicians, congratulations to Whisperbreaker 7. These legions are just getting thrown at all of these ranged units, and this is actually proving to be a very successful sort of choke point here. 3 sentry towers. I'm not sure why Nelly has not upgraded to ballista towers. Unless actually, do the Minoans not have it? Is that what it is? Do the Minoans not have the sentry towers? The ballista tower. They don't have the ballista tower, so they are stuck on the sentry towers.
Right.
That makes them pretty tough to defend with on this one. And they also don't have fortified walls, so possibly that's why he's chosen not to do this here. Okay, cool. So the Minoans, though, their composite bowmen have +2 range, so he's just trying to hold them off with his range as best he can. And we got a little bit of lag here. Let's see if that cleans up. That can happen. Uh-oh, I dropped from the game. Did everybody drop?
I'm just watching right now. It's just stuck right now on my screen, so.
Okay, darn.
Not quite
So
sure.
looks
We're
like
about
looks like
4
that
minutes
ended with a
from the end
desync. So that's
anyways,
we're
so.
just a couple minutes from the end. So sorry about that to everybody. If that dropped, I hope that those guys
get
can
to
come to
finish up,
a
yeah.
nice conclusion there. Really, really good play from everybody,
That was
especially
pretty great to
Elliot. Great sportsmanship for being just basically wrecked in those first couple of minutes. That was amazing. So once again, thank you to everybody. We really appreciate you guys coming, joining us here at in the official Mixer studio for the official Age of Empires stream. We're gonna probably be doing more of these in the future.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, there are a couple of stores in the U.S. right now where you can go every other Thursday and actually join a local tournament, and we're going to start highlighting those a little bit more. So if you
there's a
had
blog
to
post up on ageofempires.com. It's titled like in-store tournaments or something like that. So go find the store that's nearest to you, and if you can come and hang out, do it. We're giving away some prizes for the people who win the tournaments, and all in all, it's just a really fun time to come, hang out, meet new people who also like Age, and maybe make some new friends. Joe and I will actually be at the events here in Bellevue, Washington. There's the Bellevue Town Center Microsoft Store, and we'll be there. It's a lot of fun. You guys should definitely go. I want New Age friends. I don't know about all of you, but I want New Age friends. So
absolutely. All right. Well,
So
everybody.
just a quick update on this game. It looks like Dare December won the game.
Oh.
So congrats to December.
Awesome. Well done, December.
Kinzo got desynced and disconnected, so Nelik realized that it just wasn't going to work. So.
And then GG at that point. Okay. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who jumped in. If you want to jump in, you can just grab Age of Empires Definitive Edition. It's on the Microsoft Store right now on Windows 10. So go ahead and go get it, and then jump in with us same time next Thursday.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
really appreciate it. Thanks again to Elliot and everybody up at Relic who's doing an awesome job on Age of Empires 4. And if you want the latest news, just go ahead and follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, all of the places. We'll be there.
Get like a
Age of
jingle or
Empires.
something for that, because it's really just a lot to say.
We
we
should
need
just end
like
that.
something catchy.
All right. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.